I just want to start this off by saying that, once again, I want to once again start this review off by saying Barbarian is one of the worst horror movies to have ever existed of all human history, and I put a pox on anyone that tells me differently. I believe the internet is collectively gaslighting me into telling me what a great cinematic experience this was, what a fantastically written horror movie it was, and it was absolute dog crap. That being said, Weapons looks like a fantastic movie. Let's get into it.
Story that happened in my town.
Just the music so far. The first few seconds. I'm not a big fan of the monologue, but just the first few seconds of this. Such creepy music, such creepy ambiance. It is doing everything right in the first 7 seconds of this movie, I think.
Every other class had all their kids, but Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty.
So, just from the narration of this will be told from the point of view of one of the children that maybe escaped whatever happens and then came back and then maybe told the story. Maybe it starts off with a child in an interrogation room just telling the story.
2:17 in the morning. Every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
Now, last night I got very, very little sleep. I woke up around 2, 3 in the morning and was just thinking about that line right there. I have a 2 month old, and I was just thinking about how terrifying would it be that something like this would have happened to him. And I think when you're a parent, movies like this hit a lot harder because that is a terrifying notion of what happens if he was just to, obviously not 2 months though, what if he was just to get out of bed and go? Like, what do you do? How do you find him? So to think that yes, this is happening to a large number of children, that it certainly hits at a different level now for me. How does this person get any work after Barbarian? There's been a few movies that have come out after Barbarian, and I've heard from the director of Barbarian, this is not the creme de la creme horror movie. I'm not going to go off on a tangent on this. Hated the movie. I got to do a full review of it, but man, what a. I hate it so much.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom?
Not a big fan of her. You know, she's kind of having that big Hollywood push right now. She was in some werewolf movie. She's a Silver Surfer. Now she's in this. She was in Ozark before. If her character wasn't screaming, she wasn't doing anything on screen. That was her entire character. Is just scream as loud as humanly possible. And I just think there are certain people in Hollywood where they say, okay, this year is going to be your push. We're going to put you in a bunch of things, small market, big market, mainstream stuff, and we're going to see if you're the next biggest thing in Hollywood. And honestly, I do not see that for her at all.
Where are our children?
We have a lot of them.
Hey, Wong's in this one. I like Wong. Oof. Oof. I don't know why. I can't explain it to you. Every now and then, something happens in some kind of horror movie that's just such a simple thing. Children running, they do it later on in the trailer too. It is for some reason such a terrifying looking thing.
Where are you?
Like what exactly is happening here? Are the children now are like well, obviously there's something going on with them mentally, but like maybe they're weapons now, but just the scene right here. Like they're all coming out of the house to attack someone. And I know right now on social media they have the question of how many can 100 men beat a gorilla? I do question single-handedly, if you were to throw 100 children, 100 of these kids right here, whatever the age they are right now, could I beat them all in a fight? I think I would absolutely demolish them. Ooh! Ooh, right there.
Where did you go?
Alright, so the kids, I'm guessing this kid comes back, and she is just messed up. And she's telling this story to the audience. Ooh. That's gonna be a hell of a scene right there. This woman just starts stabbing herself in the face. Obviously, they have definitely blocked out a lot of the blood for this scene. This is gonna be an absolute brutal, disgusting scene. Oh! Okay, so I don't know what the hell this thing is right here, but this looks like what the kid earlier on in the trailer look like. Look at the face right there of whatever this thing is. And boom, it has the same blue and the red on the face. Okay, Wong is definitely dying. That looks like he's at a gas station or something like that, so I don't know, he's probably gonna blow up or something.
This is where the story really starts.
Ooh, like I said, not a fan of Barbarian whatsoever. Not even close to being a fan of it. But this looks awesome. I really hope I'm not disappointed with this one. And like I said, new father here. This movie hits at such a different level, and I really don't know what more to say about it. I am actually really excited for this horror movie. But that is my really quick review of the Weapons trailer. Warner Brothers is doing this. What an up and down year for Warner Brothers. Like, they've had a lot of flops last year, but then knocked it out of the park with Sinners. And the Minecraft movie is making, it's probably gonna be $1 billion movie. Like, what a weird time for the company of Warner Brothers. Like, they have so many uncertain things in the air. I don't think James Gunn's DC Universe is gonna hit at the level that they're expecting it to. Like, old day of Marvel where $1 billion movies were like, I don't know, breathing for them. I don't know. This is a company that this is a make or break year for them. And I think Weapons probably going to be a very low budget movie. I'm not expecting the budget to be anywhere north of 100 million. I would say realistically for what I'm looking at here, 50 million, probably even like 30 million looks to be where this movie should be. It'll probably be, let me see if I can find the budget for this thing. 38 million. Okay. $38 million. This thing I imagine is going to make a profit. I imagine this thing's going to make probably well north of 100 million the first week or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong though, but just I like when a movie is low budget because after seeing Godzilla minus one with a budget of $15 million and it made one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my entire life with some of the most beautiful CGI, where it's probably the best looking Godzilla I've ever seen. Yet at the same time had one of the most heartfelt non like Godzilla related storylines ever of just a father doing what he has to do for some random woman and her child. Like, what a fan! If you ever get a chance to see Godzilla minus one, definitely go see it. Bring a box of tissues for you. There was not a single dry eye in that theater, and that movie, $15 million for the budget. Awesome movie, great CGI. For this one, 38 million. That's a very nice range to make a profit. We don't need $100 million movies these days if they're not looking like the greatest cinematic like CGI masterpieces of all time. So, yep, that is my review of the Weapons trailer. I'm looking very much forward to seeing this. Obviously not going to be able to see it in theaters, but as soon as a copy on the high seas comes out to me, I'll be doing a full review of this. So let me know what you guys think about that.